What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. So I wanted to do try to do quicker videos than the ones that I've been doing, but I wanted to do a really quick love reading, 3-card spread for all of these signs. I'm starting with the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, so something that you need to be aware of, something that you need to remember, something you need to let go of from now until the end of September. And it's kind of going to be not, you know, whenever this is relevant to you. I feel like some of you guys you have mixed feelings because you don't know if you're going to move on from something. You don't know what you want to do. There's a lot of stress. And you guys are like basically being bullied by someone that you are married to. Someone you kind of, there's some kind of energy around marriage, something that you need to move away from. What you need to be aware of is that there is love here, that maybe you didn't really understand what love was before, but you know, or just remember and be aware that love is still relevant. There is something new for you, and it's with a new person, or maybe a new love in a situation where there wasn't love before. But I feel like your vision of love has been very twisted, or very in a certain way of whoever you dealt with. And I think that you need to be aware that it's still possible. There's some things that you need to move forward. I think you want to move forward. There's so this is like taking action and making this change, you know, going on this journey, whatever makes you happy, you know. But I think that it just really involves a choice, and it's like you guys might be getting a message from someone that you're married to. There is something that you need to tell someone that you're married to, that you're afraid to, because there's still like passion here with this person. I feel like you feel like this was love, but it was passion based, and I think that there's a lesson that you need to learn here, and you need to pull your emotions away from this situation where you were betrayed, because this is still very relevant to how you are today and why the things are like how you are mentally, and why there's still this lack when it comes to finances. Figuring out what it is that you want and taking the action towards it, because you're still holding on to the fact that someone betrayed you. Someone's still betraying you, by the way. You need to move away from that energy, or there could be someone that's moving away from you because you betrayed them. Someone you never opened up to, someone you wore a mask with, never told them anything about how you felt. You're kind of mentally conflicted, but I think that you're clearing that out, and you need to forgive someone for leaving. You need to forgive yourself for leaving. If it involves family or someone, I think that it's just there's something that you need to let go of. All these feelings of loss and regret and grief and abandonment issues, whether it's you or someone else in your life, you need to figure of yourself and possibly another person, and let go of thinking that someone's going to betray you, or that, you know, old energy where you don't want to let it go. But it's like you're going to manifest the same things into your life, and have the fucking conversation with this person. There is a new direction that you want to go. There's a fire sign for you guys. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to have some faith that love still exists for you, regardless of what you've been through and whoever you're with. You need to free yourself from this energy where there was kind of more than one person, someone that you might have had a child with. Free yourself from thinking that this kind of behavior from someone that you held on a pedestal is appropriate and okay, because you need to free yourself from someone that you're married to, someone that you're in a relationship with, because you're under the illusion that this person is something that they're not, and you are mentally conflicted, and you need to free yourself, because this person doesn't love you, even though they tell you that they do. Be aware that love is here, it's relevant. What you need to remember is the real, true situation. What you need to let go of is the fact that someone doesn't love you. And it's not your fault. And you didn't do this to them. They did it to themselves. They've always been this way. A narcissist is not able to feel any kind of feelings. Remember that the longer you stay in a karmic cycle with someone, the more toxic it becomes, and that this is not going to go away until you learn your lesson and release yourself and free yourself from this situation, so that new things can come into your life, so you can be stable, you can move towards something, you know. Be with someone who actually cares about you the same way that you care about them. This person is like, you're so scared, you're under this illusion, and it's like, it's all based on lies, because this person is so toxic to your life. They're still doing things behind your back. They're still sleeping with other people. This is probably the energy you brought into other people's lives because you haven't released it. And you're going to be stuck, or feeling like you're stuck, hanging out by your ankle by the universe until you learn your lesson and you release this. And I really don't know how else to tell you this, because you can't juggle shit forever. You can't not make a decision forever. You can't run from shit forever. You're running to the next situation, and it's the same karmic cycle but with a different person. And you're bringing that toxic energy into every situation that you go to, because you have not learned your lesson. You cannot juggle forever. You do need to make a decision for yourself, by yourself, whatever that is for you. And it needs to be done pretty fast here. You need to change some things if you want change in your life. But if you're okay with whatever you're doing, I mean, Hakuna Matata, you know what I mean? Virgo, what is something that you need to be aware of? What is something that you need to remember? What is something you need to let go of? Holy crap. We're dealing with the Magician too. Something that Virgo needs to be aware of is that this person that you are so in love with is only about themselves. And finances and career might have something to do with it, but I think that it is also affecting your finances because of a karmic cycle. So this was a really strong connection because this was a past life relationship. This was something that was, you had a karmic contract from another life. If you believe in that or not, it's kind of your call, but you feel like you've known them before. But this person wants to be single. This person needs to figure out on their own what it is that they truly want in life, and you need to be aware of that. However you feel, whatever connection that this is, and you're right, by the way, it doesn't change the fact that this person isn't changing anything right now about themselves. They want to be single. They need to figure their shit out, and you can't do anything about it until then. What you need to remember is that communication is very important regardless of how it comes out. You need to communicate your feelings to someone, but I think that you're afraid because you're not very good at it. You're afraid to let someone in and let someone love you. And there is an offer here. And they want you to know that it's safe for you to love. Whether or not it's with this person, it's safe for you to love. It's safe for you to accept love from another person. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. What you need to let go of is that there was a cycle that you were involved in, a karmic cycle that needed to close out because It was really toxic. It wasn't based on the right things. Even though you truly did love this person, you do love this person. All you really wanted was this person to be on the same level as you, kind of balance some things out, and you really love that. You guys do share the same love, but there's some things that need to change, and the way that this other person thinks about things is only about themselves, and you deserve love. You're lovable. You deserve someone who loves you the same way that you love them, and it starts with loving yourself and forgiving yourself for whatever it is that you have internalized in yourself, and whatever distorted views that you have about love, having to do with your parents or some kind of figure that you had in your life. And you kind of had to like figure shit out on your own. You kind of felt like this has always been a journey for you that you've never really been able to make sense of, and this was a really strong connection, but it's like you can't do anything with people that don't want to do the things that they know that they need to do, regardless of how much you love them, regardless of how much you care about them. They're immature, they're codependent, they don't want to grow up, and until they take on the role of an adult and make a move. But don't ever doubt the fact that they love you, because they do. It's a difficult way of showing it, because they weren't showing. What you need to be aware of, Capricorn, is that you need to trust in something right now, and this situation is calling for you to have faith. There's something that you're involved in, some kind of burden that you're carrying that is stressing you the fuck out. Trust in the universe to help you make this decision about which way that you want to move forward. What you need to be aware of is that they're trying to help you, but you do need to figure out which way that you want to go. I think that you guys are figuring it out, and you're going to be moving forward. If you're dealing with someone who didn't know before, you're going to be balancing your shit out and moving forward, but trust in that. What you need to remember is how it is that you're calling in your soulmate, because your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together, but make sure that they're positive and they're not about a toxic person that you've had in your life, because that the person that you keep calling into your life, it's going to keep blowing up, because it's not what you think it is. The person you're manifesting doesn't know how to be stable right now. They don't know how to build themselves up, because they've had a lifetime of things falling apart, and they are not ready to be the person that you need them to be, even though I think that you guys genuinely care about each other, and there was things like good things in this situation. It wasn't all bad, but it's like someone is very concerned about themselves, and because of that, this is going to keep falling apart, because when you're calling in your soulmate, this isn't your soulmate, so of course it's going to fall apart, because it's not what you're supposed to be calling in your life. What you need to let go of is that you want to control this. You have been trying to control this. You've been trying to think of any way that you can to make this happen, this is why you're so stressed out, you know, because you just want this fucking partnership to work, and you've done everything, literally. Understand that you need to allow this situation to unfold naturally. This is going to happen in divine timing, not on your timing. There's a transformation that needs to happen here. Within you, within another person, but there are things that need to change. There are addictions and toxicity that need to be purged, and some things need to go. Old things need to go so that new things can come in, and that involves eliminating the things that no longer serve you. You're going to be transforming into something that is going to elevate you to where you're supposed to be, and there's going to be people that aren't resonating to what you need in your life. And all this time, I think that you've been trying to do this yourself, and it's like the universe is like screaming at you to stop, because you're just bringing toxicity, you're bringing a situation that isn't going to change. It's going to be the same thing repeated over and over, because that's what a karmic cycle is. Until you learn your lesson, you're going to keep repeating it. You've tried this. You've always made the effort. You've always called this person first. You've always taken the steps that you've needed to take. You would go anywhere, anytime. This person just never supported you in the same way that you supported them. They're very self-centered, they're narcissistic, they are immature, they're codependent, they don't want to grow up, they're very emotionally unsatisfied with themselves. This isn't a situation that is solely their problem of why they do the things that they do, but the energy that you keep bringing back into your life with this person is not going to change, because this person is not changing. And you're carrying the weight of this because you love them that much. And it's sweet and everything, but there will never be what you want there to be. It's like you just wanted a compromise. You wanted them to make a decision. Say out loud, I choose you and I want to do this. This person is unable to do that because they're always dealing with more than one person. They're focused on another person in their life. And it's like you could be standing in front of them and they'll be focused on, it's like they don't even see you. They've never seen you, or like your efforts, they've never even acknowledged it because of the way that they are. And you need to trust that the right thing and the right timing, I'm not saying it's not ever going to be with this person, but it needs to be in the right way so that it's not toxic to you. So that's all I have for Earth signs. Have a good night.